Hey guys, hope you're doing well and great. Alright, in this content for today, we're going to be talking about injecting cash in your personal life or business. So there's a couple of questions I'm going to be asking you. You got to ask yourself, and then also I have given you the answer. You just have to script it down for yourself and ask yourself these questions and answer based on whatever I have shared, right? So I understand, like, in a business or in a personal life, sometimes we just really need cash, right? Either to pay bills or to buy some sort of inventory, or we want to expand our business for anything, right? So there is always a need of a cash for a business in our personal life. So there are some questions sometimes we have to think about it. What am I going to do, or what are we going to do? I'm going to give you the framework a little bit that you have to keep in mind, and keep a record of it, because this is not just for one use, it's just going to be for a lifetime. So it works in everywhere, right? So there was a time like I really needed cash as well. Maybe like 5-6 years ago, I was in a desperate need of the cash, because actually I want to do something, right? I was in need of maybe like 5,000 to 10,000 to invest on something that I really want to, but I was short of it. The problem was that if I wouldn't get the cash in a few days, I would not get the opportunity to get a business. So I tried to apply for a loan, but the thing was, it took so long time for us to get the loan, and I don't use much of the credit card. So, and that was the only reason why I have this. I've been using this from a long time, and I happen to have this original copy that I wrote it somewhere in like 2016 or 17, and I want to share you guys. This is a framework that how I usually work around. You can implement of your own as well. So, but let's get into the contents for today. So the question is how to get money now, right? That's the big question. So you have to think in this way. There are two ways to get money, right? So you have to understand these two main factors, basically. One is the money now, and the other one is money later, right? So do you really need money later, or do you really money need now? You just have to figure it out, these things. Now let's get into the scenario for the money now, right? So the 4 questions that I have here, I just wrote it down. I'm going to share with you guys as well. So why do you need the money now, right? Understand your purpose, your objective, right? Or the missions that you have. Understand why do you need that money now. Like, you got to understand the time frame. How long do you have the time to get that money, or how soon do you want that money to be, right? And then the second question is what do you have to get the money now, right? What have you done so far, or what do you do to get that money, right? And also the third question is very similar to that. So what have you done so far to get the money now, right? And the fourth one is what are the 3 to 5 options to get money now, right? So let me answer you this question. So these are 4 questions. So why do you need the money now? What do you have to get the money now? What you have done so far to get the money now? And the fourth one is, what are the other 3 to 5 options that you have, or you got with yourself to get the money now, right? So the first question, why do you need the money now? Do you know the purpose of whatever that you want the money now? So now think in this way. So to have those money now, you have to think in these 2 categories: low volume, high ticket, right? Or say in this way, low ticket, high volume, right? Or say you can say high ticket, low volume. So basically you have to think about it in this way. So what do you have? Do you have the skills, or do you have the products? Do you have services, right? You got to think about what is the value of my ticket, right? Whatever the ticket, when I say something that you can in exchange of the value of the money, right? So that could be anything, right? So now, do you have the low ticket, and do you have the high volume? So if you have a low ticket, high volume, then that means that you really need to work harder, or as a team, you need a lot of work to do to get that particular amount that you need now, right? So because the value is low and the volume is also very high, so that means that you really need to work a lot, right? On the other way you have to think about is that the value is high, right, but the volume is low. So if you have some sort of a skill set or something like that, you can work around to get faster. So that will be the high value ticket and the volume is low. So that means if you can do a couple of transactions, you are able to get to the target amount that you are looking for, right? So the second one is, what do you have to get the money now? So do you have the skills that you can trade? Do you have the product that you can sell, or do you have the service that you can render, right? So these are three main things that you have to think about it. So there is nothing else that you can do, right? Right now in this, for a common world, right, within the common people, within the common society, there may be a lot of other things, but for a common people, I just want to share with you guys these are the main three things that you have to consider. Do you have the skills that you can trade? Do you have the product that you can sell? Do you have that service that you can render? Think what are the three things. If you may have the three of those, good. But if you do not have it, think about it. What do you have? If you do not have the skills yet, you do not have the product yet, you have the service, work around on it. There will be a skills. Somebody need your skills, right? Maybe a general labor contractors or some sort of homework assignments. All those things would be there. So you got to work around on the skills that you can provide to the people in exchange of money, right? And the product, if you have a lot of products, or you're selling some sort of a product, think about it, what's the best way you can come up with innovation and start selling as much as you can. So if you have a product, you may want to consider Hight ticket with a low volume, or your value or the ticket is not that high, then you might want to consider with low ticket with a high volume, right? But somehow this is one of the options that you maybe be able to come up with the required amount that you need, so which would be selling the product. Very similar to that, we have the service that you can render. So is your ticket, the service ticket, is going to be a low ticket, or is it going to be a high ticket? So you got to really understand. So these are the three things. Think in this way, okay? So now if you have these three things, that's very good. The chances are it won't take long. It will just take about 3 or 5 days for you to get the money. At least you would have known by at least a week ahead of time that you really need the money, unless it's an emergency. But it's in regular life, something happened that your pay got delayed, or people who were supposed to pay you back didn't pay you in time, or the sales that you were expecting didn't come through, right? So in that point of time, you can always work around on these three things that'll help you out on your current required money, right? So, and the third thing is, what have you done? Right, so what have you done so far to get the money now, right? So three things again, right? You can add on and on and on, but I'm just kind of want to make it a short video, so just to give you kind of a layout on how to get the money now, right? So what have you done so far? Did you talk to people? Did you share with people? Like, I've seen like people in the groups of these Facebook groups, they share like, hey, I need a job, or I need to sell these things. Is there somebody who would like to buy? Or I need a job right now, I can do this, and then somebody will contact you within 24 to 48 hours. They just get the job. That's the other way. You have to get into the group of your local community in the social media platform, and then try to engage with your next payer, basically the people who you're going to render or sell the products, right? So what have you done so far to get the money now? So the first thing is, have you done your marketing, right? Did you do your marketing? How do you do your marketing? What are the platforms that you have used to do your marketing? Then the second thing is the attention. So how many people are paying that attention to your marketing, right? How many people are paying attention to whatever the proposals that you have? And how many people are paying attention to the things that you are selling, right? You got to really understand. If you do not understand this little framework, then you might well be just chasing for the things that does not have an end. So you don't want to do that. So think about it in this way again. And then the third thing is innovations. So if you're stuck with your marketing, if you're stuck with your getting people attention, then are you innovating something, right? You cannot do the same thing again and again and expect a different thing, right? You already know it. So the little loop is very, very simple. This is actually a marketing cycle, basically, as well as in a business cycle, in a product cycle, life cycle, right? So the first thing, if you have the customer as well, right? So you have to get the customer for what? To buy your service or your product. And how do you do that? By capturing those customer database, customer informations, so that you can pitch and sell, all right? Approach and sell your products and stuff. So very similar to that, the purpose of marketing is to get people attention, and people will pay you attention to whatever you are doing based on your innovations. If you are doing some sort of a new stuff, new creativity, then of course people will recognize you, right? Look at it, TikTok. TikTok is a very short clips. People want to just kind of post and get more attention, so people pay attention. It's not necessarily about that they want to buy things, but the innovations is what caught the attention, and that is how TikTok is able to kind of build up a good empire in this social media marketing as well, right, as a platform. So that's something that you have to think about as well. So analyze it again, think again, what have you done so far to get the money now? Have you done your marketing? Have you checked, are people paying attention to whatever you're trying to sell, you're trying to ask for, all those things? And are you innovating enough? You're right. Innovating, they basically means that you have to come up with some sorts of a creativity mindset, right? That people are kind of paying attention to whatever you're doing, right? Or the offer that you have given. Say, for example, you're somebody who does a mechanic shop, the automobile work, right? Say people are offering, for example, if a tire replacement, right, for let's say $30, how about you come up with a $15 or for $20, something like that? Or say if you're selling a pizza, right, everybody is selling the 14-inch pizza for, let's say, $15. How about you come up with a $12 or $15 with some sort of a couple of combos that goes along with it, as a combo meal. So there is something that you have to work around all the time, because if it's not, then people are always working on innovations, people are trying to be more creative, and they are paying those things to learn, right? So this is basically free information, so you are just getting free education on how to do things at the same time. So you have to come up with the innovations, try to think about how to do creativity. Just do not ask people all the time. Go through a lot of books, a lot of contents are there. Watch a lot of marketing materials in this Google or say the YouTube. You'll find a lot, right? So now the last one is that if you are not able to get this sales, or you're not able to perform this few list, the top 3, then this is the last questions. What are the other 3 to 5 options you have to get the money now, right? So what are your alternate options? So here I got like 5 options basically. You might also add on. So the first one is, are you working on something to help other people, products, services? Are you helping on other people businesses, right? That basically means affiliates, right? Or say, are you referring somebody's? So the first one would be the affiliate, the second one is the referrals, the third one is the commission, right? And the fourth one is the outsource, and the fifth one is freelance. So there is a lot of other ways. If you do not have the skills, the products, or the services, these are the other 5 things that you can work around, right? People will give you the materials. You just have to do a little bit basic work. So affiliates, right? The second one is the referrals. The third one is the commission. The fourth one is the outsourcing, right? And the freelancing thing. So the freelancing basically means somebody asks you for it, and you just do the copywriting, website, photography, and all those things. You can just do it, right? And the outsourcing is that somebody, they need something, but you are just contracting somebody, and you become the middle person and doing the work done for the people who ever ask, and also providing at the same time some kind of a service to other people, right? And commission basis, you already know it, and referrals and affiliates. These are something that you can instantly work on. Look for, the Google is a very free platform. Craigslist is a free platform too. You can watch around, look around, browse around, and find what's the best fit for you. Alright, so these are the few factors that I want to share with you in this content. I hope you like it. But at the same time, as I have mentioned in previous video as well, that we have started our online training course as well. So if you'd like to enroll, or if you'd like to join the course, I would appreciate you to enroll for the course. I'm going to add the link in the description. So the course is about if you want to be in a marketing or consultancy business, or if you are in a consultancy or a marketing business, or you have a business that you want to expand, or you have a team that you want to broaden your services. Those things are included in the training. It's just a whole bunch of a package which is going to be for people of any stage. That basically means that if you have dreamt about it, you know it, how to get to the destination. So basically, it's going to include the digital marketing, branding, and also distributions of business brand and licensing, right? So it's a very, very good training course, because those has been structured not just recently, right? It took about, for me, it took about 15 months, I believe, or about like a year to finish the whole thing. So I'm done with the course, and I'll be launching it very soon as well. So if you guys would like to take part in the course, I'd like to add your names in the list, so whenever we are ready to launch, we'll be able to communicate and contact with you guys. Alright, so I hope this content was helpful for you guys, and if you would like to share your comments, your thoughts, or feedbacks, feel free to share me in the comment section, and I'll make sure that I'll reply to each of your comments. Alright guys, until the next content, you guys have a good day. Cheers.